Stop everything because this is a warning sign. First Greenland and now Canada, maybe? You're watching Times XP. It's me, Dhriti Yatri, and a new and uncomfortable question is echoing across NATO capitals tonight. Is Donald Trump setting his sight on another ally? Not with tanks, of course, not with troops, but this time with words, with a lot of pressure and power politics as well. So, here's what really is causing the stir. Behind the closed doors, US President Mr. Donald Trump has reportedly stepped up criticism to Canada's ability to protect its own north. Not publicly, not in a speech, but very privately in conversations that have made diplomats really uneasy. Let me tell you the concern here. Canada's vast Arctic territories, its long exposed northern frontier, and growing activity by Russia and China in the polar region. That's right. But you know why the Arctic is so much important to everybody? Because it's not about ice and snow anymore. The Arctic is becoming the next global battlefield. Sadly, the ice is melting. It is opening new shipping routes, untapped oil, gas reserves, and drawing attention. Military submarines are moving quietly under the frozen water. Russia has expanded Arctic bases. China calls itself a near Arctic state, and the US is also watching closely all these moves. Then comes the Trump argument. This is according to the officials, by the way. Canada is too slow, too unprecedented, too dependent. In Mr. Trump's view, Ottawa is not just doing enough to defend territory that also affects American security. Well, the message is blunt here. If you can't secure it, somebody else will. Washington's official line, it is more careful. US officials insist that this is not about confrontation. They say that the goal is deeper US-Canada defense cooperation, modernized Arctic radar system, and stronger NORAD capabilities, joint monitoring of Russian and Chinese moves. Basically, in short, the US is saying, let's do more, but this time together. Ottawa is also pushing back. Of course, what can you expect from Canada here? Canada is not amused. Officials in Ottawa stress that Canada is a sovereign nation, a founding NATO ally, and long-standing US partner. They reject any suggestion that Canada's north is vulnerable to takeover or maybe foreign encroachment. The message from Canada is loud and clear. We are not Greenland and we are not for sale. But the shadows of Greenland, it looms really large. Do you remember? Trump once openly floated the idea of buying Greenland from Denmark. Yes, that's classic Trump. It shocked all the allies, it rattled NATO, it changed assumptions. So when Trump now is questioning Canada's Arctic defenses, it's not really shocking. People, they are listening it very differently. This is not about invasion anymore. Let's be very clear, nobody is suggesting that US troops are going to march into Canada. It is about leverage here, about shaping policy, about forcing allies to spend more on defense, and about redefining who controls the critical region here. And Trump has used this strategy before, if you remember it. But why NATO is not paying close attention? Because Canada is not just any country, it is a core NATO member, a key Arctic stakeholder, a bridge between Europe and America. Now, if pressure can be applied here, it sends a message to others as well. Spend more, do more, or expect scrutiny here. So in the end, here's what we are really looking forward. This is not a power conversation about who guards the Arctic right now. It's about who sets the rule and who steps in when gaps appear. Trump's worldview is simple. Allies must prove their value or face uncomfortable questions or maybe scenarios as well. And yes, one final question, it lingers. Is this just tough talk to push Canada into action, or is it beginning of a much bigger debate about sovereignty, security, and influence in the Arctic age? Because when great powers look north, they are not just seeing ice. This time they are seeing opportunity, and this story is only just beginning.